Hi, Tom here. Today, I want to talk to you about something that confuses a lot of people. And honestly, it confused me too at first. You may have had that moment where you looked up at your zodiac sign and thought, this sounds like me. But then maybe later, it just didn't anymore. Or someone told you, actually, in Vedic Astrology, you're just a different sign. And that felt strange. Almost like someone moved the mirror you've been looking into your whole life. So today, I want to gently explain the difference between Western astrology and Vedic astrology. Not in a complicated way, but in a way that actually makes sense. So here's the easiest way to understand it. Western astrology is based on the seasons. Vedic astrology is based on the stars themselves. Both are ancient. Both are meaningful. They're just looking at you from different angles. And neither one is wrong. Western astrology is the system most of us grew up with. Aries, Taurus, Gemini. The astrology you see in apps, magazines, and daily horoscopes. This system is tied to the sun and the seasons. When Western astrology says you're a certain sign, it's describing the seasonal energy you were born into here on Earth. Western astrology focuses heavily on personality, psychology, emotional patterns, and self-expression. It asks questions like, who am I? Why do I react the way I do? And how do I show up in relationships? That's why Western astrology feels so personal. It speaks the language of self-understanding. It helps you recognize yourself. Vedic astrology comes from ancient India. And this is thousands of years old. Instead of following the seasons, it tracks the actual positions of the stars in the sky. Over time, the Earth slowly shifts. So the stars are no longer in the same place they were thousands of years ago. Vedic astrology accounts for that shift. And because of this, many people discover their Vedic signs indifferent than their Western sign. This can feel unsettling at first. But Vedic astrology isn't asking, who do you think you are? It's asking, what lessons did your soul come here to learn? What patterns keep repeating in your life? What path leads to growth, peace, and alignment? Vedic astrology is less about personality and more about purpose, karma, and timing. It doesn't sugarcoat, and it doesn't flatter. It tells you the truth, gently, but honestly. Here's the part I really want you to hear. Western astrology shows you how to experience life. Vedic astrology shows you how you're experiencing it. Western astrology helps you understand yourself. Vedic astrology helps you understand your journey. One speaks to the mind, the other speaks to the soul. When you understand both, you stop asking, which one is right? And you realize they're completing each other If you've ever felt like you're deeper than people realize, you don't fully fit in to one label, or astrology made sense, but not completely, this is why. You're not meant to understand through just one lens. You're layered, you're evolving, and sometimes clarity comes from seeing yourself from a different angle. Before you go, there's something important you should know. These horoscopes are based on Vedic Astrology, also known as sidereal astrology. That means we're using the actual positions of the stars in the sky, not the tropical system used in most Western astrology. Because of that, your sun signs here may be different than what you're used to, and that's okay. In Vedic astrology, we don't start with the sun sign. We start with the moon sign, because the moon represents your mind, emotions, and how life is experienced day to day. First, always watch this for your Vedic moon sign. That's where this horoscope will feel the most accurate and personal. Next, I recommend watching for your rising sign, also called your ascendant or lagna. Your rising sign shows how these energies show up in your physical life, your body, your environment, and the situations unfolding around you. Then, you can also watch for your sun sign, which adds insight into your identity, confidence, and sense of purpose during this time. And if love, relationships, creativity, or money are major themes for you right now, I also recommend checking your Venus sign, called Shukra in Vedic astrology, for an extra layer of clarity. For weeks where things feel intense, faded, or life-shifting, it can also be helpful to look at your lunar nodes, Rahu and Ketu. These show where growth is pulling you forward, and where old patterns are asking to be released. To find your correct placements, make sure you're using a Vedic or sidereal natal chart, not a tropical one. Once you know your moon, rising, sun, and Venus signs, and optionally Rahu and Ketu, you'll get a much deeper and more complete understanding of what's unfolding. If this message resonated with you, please like the video. It truly helps support this channel and allows these messages to reach the people who actually need them. And if you're enjoying these weekly Vedic horoscopes, consider subscribing so you don't miss future messages for your signs. You are not one sign. You are a system of energies, learning how to work together. Take care and be calm.